If he is trying to convey something from this photo, what is he trying to convey? Tell me there. Tell me now. What is that face? What is that face? What is that face trying to convey? Imagine just looking at that photo at night. Like imagine if that face was hovering above you at night, like a f***ing night demon while you're paralyzed. That's not what you want to look at an online dating profile. Hey, my name's Anthony Ressinello. I'm a social skills and relationship coach. I've been doing this for the past 15 plus years, and you may have seen me on my Paramount Plus reality dating show called Love Always. And today, amidst all of the controversy at Bumble, them removing, the rule that women have to message first, why don't we roast some Bumble profiles, eh? And maybe we could also learn some better ways to approach online dating throughout the video. You know, I'm putting out 3 videos a week now, and I need your suggestions for what I should react to. So if you're interested in telling me who you think I should analyze or whatever, what if it's a rom-com you like and you want me to break that down? What if it's an influencer you like? Maybe it's an influencer couple you like and you want me to break them down. Go into the description, click the Discord link, and there's going to be a little channel called Video Ideas. In there, you could post video links and include some backstory, some context, so I have a better idea of what you want me to react to. And I'm telling you guys, I'm looking for things to react to, so there's a very good likelihood that if you put it in the Discord, I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna react to it. I have a new free conversation mastery course on Skillshare. You can get the link in the description or the QR code right over here. It teaches you everything you need to know to be an incredible conversationalist with literally anybody. Somebody you have a crush on. If you just want to make friends with somebody, or if you want to use it for business reasons. This teaches you exactly how to have a conversation from the beginning to the end. How do you express yourself in a way that captivates? How do you ask a question that gets the other person to open up and want to continue committing and investing into this conversation with you? How do you never run out of anything to say? This is something that I used to deal with all the time. And how do you express your attraction in a way that isn't weird or creepy or awkward? Now, that course comes with a free 1-month trial to Skillshare. You don't have to click it now. I'll remind you later in the video. For now, let's get to these Bumble profiles. Come on, right off the bat, buddy. What the f*** are you trying to look like Captain Hook over here? But seriously, like, I don't know what he's trying to convey. Like, what in his mind made him go, that looks like a nice picture. I think I'd like to put that up on the website, on the Bumble. Like, maybe he thought it was like cute and cheeky and like, oh, playful, like, look at me, I'm doing one of these. I mean, that's all I could take from this. I'm a family-oriented individual with a heart of gold and a penchant for intellectual conversations with my... You know, when somebody says they have a heart of gold, that's weird to me. I've never met a person with a heart of gold that says, I have a heart of gold. And a penchant for intellectual conversations. Ugh, also, I don't think I've ever met somebody that's good at intellectual conversations that says, I have a penchant for intellectual conversations. You hear that? Penchant. You hear that? You hear that word? With my own cozy place, I enjoy cooking up a storm and hosting gatherings for loved ones. With my own cozy... This was AI. Telling you right now. He put in who he is, and then AI popped out a bio for him. With my own cozy place? Nobody says that. That's perfect grammar. You say, I enjoy cooking up a storm and hosting gatherings for loved ones in my own cozy place. Even that's weird. Even that felt wrong coming out of my lips. You'll often find me hitting the gym, catching live concerts, or indulging in the latest films. It's AI. That's why it's a bad profile, because it's AI. It doesn't sound real. It's soulless. There's a certain soul that is missing in this. 5'9", active, postgraduate degree, so blah, 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 blah. Next photo. Long-term relationship. You know, I like that it's very wholesome. Kind of comes off a little too wholesome. Maybe that's what this was for. He's like, let me stir up the pot a little bit. First of all, he looks completely different. I hate when people do this on profiles. Like, that is not that. That looks 5 years earlier. It could be the beard. He does... Here. Watch this. I may seem like a regular looking guy from this video right here, but what happens if I just take the photo from below, like right here? See, am I doing the same smile? It doesn't look, it's not attractive. And also, the photo looks like he just farted and that he knows nobody heard it except for himself and he's smelling it right now. It's just not a good look on you, buddy. I'd like something, maybe like try that. Just try the like everyone does it. Put it up. It's to the left or it's to the right, whatever your better side is, and there you go. Now, that being said, he does have perfect teeth, shapenly, not colorly, and he does actually look like an okay guy from this. Still can't tell a lot. Jokes aside, it looks mid facial expression. It looks like he's between facial expressions right here. And so I don't have a clear idea of what he's trying to convey here. Oh, we're all so bad at putting listen, when I first started posting photos of myself on online dating things, it was looking like this. It was looking like smelling my own farts. All right, what makes a great relationship is a future together. Oh yeah, how intellectual are we, Mr. Penchant, to get her? Growing old to... No. What this tells me is this is autocorrect badly. So what happens is autocorrect will learn what you do, and if you do it too often, it'll think that's right. He likely either always types it like that, or he's about to type together. You know what? I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt right there. I shouldn't be, because you gotta look at your profile. He doesn't know how to spell together. Or if we look a little bit deeper, maybe he's testing. Maybe he's testing the woman to see how judgmental she really is. But what I'm testing for is consistency in a profile. You don't say you have a penchant for intellectual conversations and then spell the same word wrong twice in a row, proving that you don't know how to spell that word. Without that, love is just heartbreak. Listen, the good stuff is that it's all wholesome, nice, loving, cutesy stuff, right? Causes environmentalism. It's like he's just copying out of the nice guy rule book. Human rights, neurodiversity. Oh, he knows fucking 5 languages? Tell me if that's fluent or you know how to say hi in all of those. Now that's how we should have started, right? We want to give him a little pizzazz, a little spice. Still, underneath, still does not look anything like that guy. It just doesn't work. This looks creepy. This looks like he's holding me down and he's about to stick his tongue into my ear or mouth or eyeballs. We'll get on if I value clear, direct communication and consistency. This is also what I expect back from you. Fine. Like, the problem with online dating apps also is they don't prompt you for interesting things to say. They prompt you to say boring ass shit like this. Like, who doesn't want to value clear, direct communication and consistency? That's like number one in a serious relationship. Then the photo looks like he's trying to look at a solar eclipse with sunglasses on. That's what it looks like. What else is he trying to convey with that photo? What I'm getting at, everybody, is each photo that you put on here sends a message to the person that's viewing it. So if you put out a photo, it's not just, oh, he's a nice looking chap. Like, listen, if you're a model and you're incredibly good looking, you could do stuff like this because the good thing about that photo is that you're extremely good looking. But if you're not extremely good looking, like 95% of the world, you gotta do something else. And what I'm basically saying is each photo needs to convey a concept, an idea. It needs to show who you are in a different way, not in the way that I'm talking about here, where he looks like a completely different person in each photo. I'm referring to another facet of your personality and your lifestyle. His personality, I know nothing about this man. All I know is that he wants a relationship, he's nice, he's not intellectual, and if he is looking at a solar eclipse right now, he's also an idiot. A completely different human. And also, if he is trying to convey something from this photo, what is he trying to convey? Tell me there. Tell me now. What is that face? What is that face? What is that face trying to convey? Imagine just looking at that photo at night. Like, imagine if that face was hovering above you at night, like a fucking night demon while you're paralyzed. That's not what you want to look at an online dating profile. Now, yeah, he's fit. He likes exercise. He seems positive, but the facial expression's not working. This is probably a nice guy. This is probably a normal dude, but he's not conveying that on the profile. He's conveying the opposite. The world would be a better place with more people spent less time. The world would be a better place with more people spent less time on social media and more time face to face. So let's meet up. Has nothing to do with anything. It was like his little trick to get you to meet up with him. He's like, how could I work this into a date? This fucking guy. He's probably so nice. Or maybe he's not. Maybe he is creepy. Okay, something a little more fun, positive. It's still a weird photo. I don't know what's going on. Like, I wish more of these dating apps had the ability to like describe what's going on in the photo, because to me it just looks like he's celebrating like a soccer game for the team that he likes that won or something like that. He has like a fun smile. In the back, it looks like those floodlights that are supposed to go on a soccer field. He is British, right? Isn't he British? Oh yeah, West London. So it's definitely football. Yeah, London. From Bucharest. My top artist. What's Parry Grip? You know what? I gotta listen to Parry Grip. What is this, man?
I love bread.
Oh, potato dog.
Alrighty. Do you manually put these in, or is this automatic? Because imagine if like, I don't know how this works on Bumble. If you connect your Spotify, does it just show something's off with this man? And then Eminem, Slipknot, what? Stu dying? Okay. So if we're gonna get serious here, what's his name? Ovi? Ovi. You can't be cheeky in this way. It's not gonna work for you. The one thing that I do like about your first photo is the fact that it is a head to breasts portrait, straight on. But then you ruined it with making half of your face weird. So I really can't tell exactly how you look if you just look. Watch this. Ready? Ready? Watch this. That's it. That's all you had to do. Look, if you want to make me into it, look, ready? Put me in a Bumble profile. That's it. That's all you got to do. People just want to know what you look like. I talked about it in the Tinder video. You could watch it right there. All right, profile review, please. Please. I'm in a big city, but I feel like after matching, we'll exchange a few messages, but nothing really comes from it. So if any help with vision, I'm divorced, filed in so it's a settled amount of time. Own a house, run a small business, have a day job. Also have pretty niche interests, which I think come across very well on my profile. See, she knows what she's talking about. Also, all photos are current except for the Chewy one, which is from 2018, but it's cute, so I leave it in. Also, I'm aware I'm not looking at the camera in the first photo. If a guy taps on the photo, they'll see the entire thing, the second one on here. That's the only reason I use this as my first photo. Okay, sure. Let's check out her profile. I would say this isn't a bad photo. It follows the rule. We actually get a profile shot of you. What I don't recommend is to get close up with an iPhone. Why? It distorts your face. If you notice, this part of her face is magnified. The other parts of her head, face, look normal. So like, look at her hair. It's a lot bigger than the sides of her head, because when you put a wide angle lens right up to you, it's gonna distort your face. First of all, pull back, or just have somebody take a photo of you. I would also say, like, brush your hair. It seems a little ratty on this side, on the right side over here. Aside from that, not bad. I would say the background is a little messy. It's just kind of a mess of a photo. It's hard to see what I'm looking at. And your skin tone kind of blends into the background, the beige whiteness of the background. These are things you want to think about because, again, you're marketing yourself. That's what online dating is. You want to market yourself. If you're selling something on Amazon, you want a perfect, incredible first photo so that person buys the thing that you're selling. It's the same thing here. We are not going to be looking at profiles going, you know what? It's a little weird because it's so close up and her face kind of blends into the background, and I could tell that she doesn't really brush it, and you know, I forgive that. She looks nice. Because remember, 95% of the world is not incredibly good looking. If she's incredibly good looking, it doesn't matter. She could literally take a shit on the floor and do this face and everyone would swipe right on her. It does not matter. But if you're not that 5%, the upper echelon of looks, and when I talk about this, I don't mean what people are attracted to. I mean what is socially accepted as beautiful, because people usually are going to swipe right on the socially accepted as beautiful thing because that's what we immediately are moving towards, most people, when they're dating. They just want to date something that is socially accepted beauty. Once somebody meets the person and you're interacting, that's when true attraction begins. And that's when this thing kind of goes out the window. People care less about looks, especially if they're not shallow people. If you're a shallow person, it doesn't matter. They're just going to want that upper 5% because it's going to validate who they are as a person. However, when you meet somebody in person and you start feeling the feelings, the true attraction is going to come out, as long as you're not blocking yourself, only focused on that upper thing. Short, curvy, and nerdy. I go to too many Comic-Cons. Outgoing introvert. Prefer to hang out and watch horror movies or play Zelda. Then go out, but can be enticed with ginger beer. Want to play a board game? Go to Vasquez Rocks. Gait, track to wars. I'm guessing Stargate she likes best, then Star Trek, then Star Wars. She's a super nerd then. I'm awkward and have a dry sense of humor, love puns and dad jokes. She's 5'2". Sometimes she works out, blah, blah, blah. She's an atheist. See, I like this profile. It gives me her personality. It's a little quirky, a little weird, but it shows exactly what she's about. I'm interested in this person. Okay, she's doing a dirty mirror selfie. I'm looking for a long-term relationship. Her interests, video games, board games, sci-fi, horror, cats. Cool. She is a geek. This is what you call a geek. And also, I love her outfit. She looks wonderful. I like-ish her hair, but again, it just looks a little ratty. I would do more of it. Do more of it. Now, this dress and this setting, they don't mix. They're clashing. So what I would recommend is go out with your friends, wear something beautiful like that, or how about just be at Comic-Con? I hope there's a Comic-Con photo coming up. But if you're gonna wear a classy dress like this, make it match the environment. Now, this incredible photo is telling me who she is so well. The quickest way to my heart, showing me photos of your pets or having entire texting convos with random memes and South Park quotes. We're getting more into like the Comic-Con world. My personal hell is the random person next to me on an airplane wants to talk to me the entire flight when all I want to do is watch episodes of random TV shows I downloaded. Fine, that's kind of funny. It doesn't really tell me your personality because I feel like everybody would feel like that. This is a cute photo. The lighting is way too bright at this Comic-Con. That's okay. It's forgiven because we could see how beautiful she is in this dress. Not like this. Bad photo. Also, you're looking down, which is just not appealing. This is a great photo. I think if this Wonder Woman wasn't here to show you up, not that she's showing you up, but you get what I'm saying, this would be the perfect first photo. You look beautiful and I could see who you are. I don't know what this photo's telling me. It looks like you're at a desk and you're working. I just don't get it. And it's not very appealing. The shadows are all weird and they're throwing you off. Challenging myself to go on these stupid walks for my stupid mental health because they actually make me feel good. Great. Incredible. I love that. It shows her personality. It shows that she's pushing to be more healthy and be more active, be responsible. Please don't do pictures and then white out faces. It's not going to help you. It's not going to make people go, oh, now I know who she is. Because guess what? We already had like 5 photos of who she is. So it's not a big deal. All I'm seeing is your friends and family are getting cut out. Now I get that they may not want to be in the photo, but then just don't put that photo. I want to see you with other people. It's so important to have other people, the people in your life, in your photos, because the people that you spend time with really do have a reflection of who you are. So it really gives us a better understanding of that. Honestly, I'm gonna say she has an okay profile because she's quirky and she really wanted to show that she's a geek, show her personality. Also, her hair looks really good in this. If you could see in the other photo, her roots are coming in. It's just not great. This last photo, she looks incredible. She loves to wear these dresses and she looks really good in them. And her hair is newly dyed. You could tell because it's nice and bright. The little things matter. Listen, this is not year 2000 online dating. This is not year 2010 online dating. This is 2024 online dating. And you gotta be serious because you are competing against other people. You're competing against other Stargate fans that just know how to take better photos of themselves, be more appealing. Am I doing something wrong or is my specific type 2 niche? I'm aware my bio isn't what would traditionally attract the most people, and that's okay, by the way. You don't want to attract the most people. Online dating's hard, it's arduous, it's a sludge of work to do, and you're gonna swipe on a ton of people, and a lot of those people are not gonna swipe right on you. If they do swipe right on you as well, the conversation's not gonna go anywhere. If the conversation does go somewhere, they're gonna flake on you on that first date. If they don't flake on you on that first date, they're not gonna like you on that first date. They don't wanna see you again. If they see you on another date, well, guess what? They're not gonna see you on a third date. There's all of this work that has to be done. Guess what? That's dating. It's been like that for years. Just accept it. But the one thing you don't want to do is cater your profile to everybody because you're watering yourself down, or expect everybody to like you. There's going to be a very small amount of people that like you in online dating. That's okay. It's psychopathic to think that you're going to attract 50% of the people that you're swiping on, because that would mean 1 out of every 2 people in the world is attracted to you. Weird. I really don't even think every 1 out of every 100 people in the world would be attracted to me. I understand that. That's not supposed to happen. We're supposed to find our soulmate, right? And that's going to be 1 in 1,000 or something like that. So don't worry if you're not getting a lot of matches. Don't worry if it's not happening in a week. But if it's not happening in 2 weeks and you're not getting any dates, something's off. But I'm trying to weed out the most basic popular girls. Good. Is there something I could do better, or are there just not enough women NBs on Bumble that are attracted to my style? Favorite interests: singing, comedy, karaoke, video games, Muslim communities, LGBTQ rights, disability rights, neurodiversity. Qualities I value: confidence, humor, playfulness. Fine. But do you see how basic the fucking qualities are? Everybody values confidence, humor, playfulness. It's just, I hate dating apps. I fucking hate them because they're not made to help you find somebody. Even Hinge, they lie. They're not meant to help you find somebody. They are meant to get you continuing to pay and pay more and more and more. My personal hell is Walmart. Great. It doesn't say a lot about you. I promise I won't judge you if you don't know the complexities of FNAF lore. Okay, that is a good one because it's cutting out a lot of people that don't know what that is and don't care and probably think that's too geeky. An essential to a successful first date is karaoke. Spelled it wrong, even though he chose it the correct spelling over there. Now listen, I don't care about misspelling personally. However, it does communicate who you are on the profile. It shows that you don't care that much. Opening move: what's the most iconic first date? Listen, this is not that I need to see your photos because nothing else matters. He left all his photos here, so we're just gonna have to go out on them like this. I like this first one. It's okay. I'm gonna get to it in a little bit. Okay. He should make this one his first one. Why? Head to bottom of tits, shot, profile, even though there's like an air conditioner in the way and it's a mirror selfie with like the claw hand. It shows me who he is. He's an attractive guy. His hair looks good. He's wearing his Batman t-shirt. He has this little sly grin on his face. This should be his first one. Next, it shows that he likes makeup. This should be his second one. It's mysterious, gives that mystique of who he is. This one is a little off. The other thing that I'm talking about right now is there's 3 mirror selfies. There shouldn't even be 1 mirror selfie. But if there's 1 mirror selfie, I get it. I've used mirror selfies in the past. If I'm looking especially good, I'm like, listen, I can't pass this one up. But just because you're trying to get away from the basic popular girls doesn't mean you should put love and care into your photos, especially if you're a neurodivergent, especially if you're a little geeky. That should show you have more attention to detail, right? It's clear that he cares about aesthetics because he's painting his eyes. He cares about that type of stuff. Show that to me in your photos. Show me how artsy you are. I get it with like this whole, oh, I'm doing like the makeup mirror selfie, so that's kind of artsy or something like that. Oh, I have like this subway photo where I took it myself and I, put it right here. And so you see, like, I get what he's going for. It's just not enough. And then this one makes no sense whatsoever, dude. You look genuinely scared of yourself because this is obviously a selfie. And then your face is... Nobody's going to find that attractive because you look scared. And that is not the second thing that we want to know about you. I mean, I think with this guy, it's not that he's not presenting himself as an attractive guy, because you could tell that he is. It's not that he's not presenting himself as like the geek that he is, even though not showing much. Comedy, karaoke, Freddy, Five Bears, there's nothing in there. Like, compare that to our other friend who we just had. She had a great profile because she was really showing me everything about her, even her writing style. It was a little crazy. It was a little quirky. This is nothing. We don't know anything about you. If you really care about dating somebody, I don't see it. I don't think you give a shit about dating somebody special because you want to think about the person that's going to swipe right on you. That person is going to be somebody you're going to date. That's going to be your soulmate potentially. And you want to give them this? This is what you want to present them with? That shows how much you care about being in a relationship. That shows how much care you're going to give into a relationship. How you present yourself on this dating app is a reflection of who you are as a person. Why? Because this is just the way we work. If we see this, we don't have any context for who you are. We don't have any context for your conversation skills or how we feel when we're in person with you. All we have is this. So we're taking everything from this. I'm taking that you have no friends. friends. I'm taking that you think that this is artsy. I'm taking that you're a scared little boy. I'm taking all of this stuff, and none of it is exciting me. So if you really do actually care about weeding out the basic popular girls, admitting that you're not traditionally attractive, I actually think you are traditionally attractive aside from that crazy beard thing, that little like samurai beard thing. You do come off traditionally attractive, I think. So please invest some time into getting really good photos, showing your lifestyle, and do you have any friends? Because I don't see your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is you in a makeup mirror. Just show me more, bud. Only been on the app for a week, not really getting any matches. Does anything look wrong about my profile? Let's jump in. I think this is actually a great first photo. It's a professional shot. He's like kind of like leaning against something, which is like, I saw a YouTube video that's just like, how are men supposed to pose on a photo? Not just like this, lean against something, be doing something. So it's nice. He's dressed well. He has a nice cut, nice little beard going on, cute little nerdy glasses, a really like genuine good guy smile. So far, I'm happy. Born and raised, infinitely excitable. I could talk for hours about how language shapes our world. I want to hear about your niche interests. Takeaway, I want to hear about your niche interests. Doesn't matter. You could talk about that on the date. You could talk about that in the texting. Give me more about who you are. Infinitely excitable means nothing to me. I could talk for hours about how language shapes our world. If you just removed that, extracted that, and just used that as your profile, as your bio, that would be much better. Looking for a long-term relationship, fun casual dates, empathy, humor, sassiness, blah, 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 board games, fantasy, cool. You know what? I like this guy's profile. This is everything I want. If I cooked you dinner, it would be spicy, completely improvised, and probably way too much. That's fine. Got it. Like, I get that it's supposed to be geeky and all. I just never, ever think that a glitter beard, like a colored beard, is attractive. I think this is the photo that turns them off. And also, if they don't want to be in the photo, then you don't use that photo. Otherwise, do not scribble out faces. It's weird, and it like implies things. Like, is that an ex that you hate? Like, what is this? This is the photo that I think ruins it. Ugh, he was doing so well. Incredible. Great. And then, here's another okay photo. My ultimate green flag is emotional availability, honesty, consistency. Like, those are fine. Those are like pretty general. Once again, I would try to think of things that are more unique, specific to who I am. This photo being the, fourth one, is a fine one because we already know who you are, what you look like. And so this is a little vague. It shows that maybe you're at like some Renaissance fair thing, or you're at like an axe throwing thing, which is cool. You kind of give me like a little bit of a masculine vibe here. It's an okay photo. Like, I would call that like a neutral. That's like a filler. Not bad, not great. You know what? I'm gonna say I like this photo, and by now you could probably guess why. It shows who he is. He's at game night right now. He's at some friend's party, or judging from the TV in the upper corner near his head, he's at some like bar. Language, obscure nations and remote islands, complex systems, this is great. This should be the first thing that people see. The photo's okay. It's like low quality, so it kind of is grainy on his face. But I like this because I know that geeky people will think this is good. And he looks cute in this, and I think geeky girls will love this. And then we see his Instagram. He's a bit of a traveler. He likes sightseeing. And then he shows another one of the same pictures. I honestly don't think that this is a mark against him. This is fine because, again, if somebody's attracted to you, they're not going to care that you're leaning on two things, wearing two hoodies, even though you look exactly the same as that first photo. So to me, it's like another neutral. It doesn't give me another idea of who you are. I honestly think you have a good profile. It's not great. I think it's good. I'd say if you fix up those few things, take away that glitter beard thing, buddy. It does not look good. And I don't think many people would ever think that looks attractive. And I think that is the main turnoff. I also think that a lot of this is like confusing and kind of basic and boring. And if you consolidated, talk for hours about how language shapes our world, tell me more about that, and then mixed it with the whole language Obscure Nations, all that geeky stuff, I really think that you would start getting more matches. Another thing that we don't see in this is, what do your settings look like? Like, what does your filtering look like? Who are you filtering for age-wise? All that type of stuff. If online dating apps actually cared about setting you up with the right people and getting you into a relationship, they would focus more on filtering by interest. In other words, finding geeks and only marketing himself to other geeks, because all of those right swipes that he's paying for potentially are all going to be a waste of his time, because he's not marketing himself to the right people, and the right people aren't able to find him. So he's not going to be able to find those people if he's just swiping on people that he's not interested in and they're not interested in him. If dating apps really gave a shit about helping you find the right person, they would help you filter for the right person, but they don't want to do that. They want you to be a needle in a haystack, and they want your soulmate to be in a needle in a haystack too, because they want you spending as much time as you can on these fucking piece of shit apps, wasting your money, wasting your time, wasting your energy, having you deactivate it a week later, being like, all right, I need a date, and then opening it again. In order to really find somebody good on here, you need to be spending at least 1 hour a day on online dating apps. At least 1 hour a day in order to get at least one date a week. And to be able to turn that into at least one second date a month. Because if you have 4 first dates in a month, the likelihood of turning that into a second date is probably only one person. You're probably not going to have a great, amazing connection with all 4 people. And so, as I mentioned before, this is really just touching the surface of what I teach. I really can't get into the depth in like a 10, 15, 20, 30 minute YouTube video on everything about online dating. I have a course for that. If you want to kind of take like the intro free course to that, you can get it in the link in the description. The course that I sell is called Textual Healing, and you get a free taste of it in that course below. If you're interested in a 4+ hour conversation course so you could have incredible first dates, that's my Skillshare class. You can get that with the link in the description or the QR code right here that teaches you everything you need to know about how to be an incredible conversationalist from start to finish. How do you express your attraction in a way that's not creepy and comes off awkward? How do you ask the right questions? How do you never run out of anything to say where halfway through a date you're like, what do I do now? How do you set yourself up to get onto that date and feel as confident as possible, like I talked about a little bit earlier? So now you have 2 options. You could either get my Textual Healing course, or you can get my Conversation Mastery course. Thank you guys so much. If you want to suggest me videos that I could react to in the future, get into my Discord. Also, join the Discord just because there's people that are there to socialize with you, to make friends with you, to connect with you on dating. And lastly, if you live on the East Coast, maybe in the tri-state area near New York City, I'm going to be doing a new series where I coach my subscribers in person, live, in field, where I'm going to teach you how to approach people in a way that doesn't come off weird and awkward, but in a way that comes off smooth, where you feel confident and relaxed. I'm also going to be able to answer any dating questions you want on that new series. So if you're interested in being on that, once again, link in the description. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. And if you liked this kind of video, let me know, because I love doing this, and I'll see you next time.